G'day everyone, and welcome to episode 28 in our series of SimAirport. Here at runway 27, watching our small commercial flights take to the skies as, I would have to say, the profit margin of our operation continues to rise. $2 million in the bank and doing very nicely. Now let's just see here. Daily cash flow estimated at $168,000. So we've got a little bit of money in the kitty for development. However, what I would like to come back and have a look at the start of this episode is where we left off in the kerfuffle of setting up our first cafe. So as you can see, if you've just watched the previous episode, there have been some changes. So let me just tell you what I've done. I discovered that if you click on this and go to Kitchen Overview, it actually tells you what you need to produce the various things that are listed on the side here. And of course, as you would remember possibly from the last episode, the only thing that we had functioning was avocado on toast, or avo on toast, as some like to call it. So what I did was I've added some refrigerators here, and that has allowed us to get some of these other things going. Now, in this sense over here, we either needed a chilled food display, which we have there, or a dessert kiosk. But in this particular case here, where? There? No, there? No, crisps. Crisps. The only place where crisps, very English, could be sold was in the snack kiosk. So I've added a snack kiosk inside the cafe, which I don't think I had to put it there, but I did anyway. And also discovered that you can assign one kitchen to multiple venues. So just to see how this is actually going to work, I would like to put it's telling me I have problems. What are my problems? Problems in kitchen. Assign to cafe zone. No, wait a minute, kitchen. It's assigned to. Requires a pizza oven. Pizza oven. Requires a cooker. Cooker. Maybe it needs two cookers. I've got two cookers. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's just run it overnight and see what happens. But in the meantime, you've been making, well, $10. What have you done? Click to can serve. Well, I can serve avocado on toast. Well, that's nice of me. All right, well, that's fine. Well, let's leave that as it is for just now. We also have our passenger satisfaction, and our airline interest is up a little bit. I wonder if that has made any difference to the number of flights on offer to us. An outstanding and resounding, excuse me, an outstanding and resounding no looks like the answer to that one. Where are we? We're at 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, we need to be getting some more things up and running. And I think what we need to do, actually, who feels brave enough to handle fuel? I mean, could that be a disaster waiting to happen that we could look into installing in our airport? I think it could be. requires one fuel pipe. Connect fuel systems together using underground fuel pipes. Large fuel tank. A large outdoor jet fuel storage reservoir used to support refueling operations. Underground fuel storage tank in an extra large form factor. Takes up all of floors 1 and 2 wherever it is placed and requires nothing above it during construction. Outdoors only. 1.6 million litres. What have you got? 1.6 million litres. 244 steel. 1.6, 1,600,000. 1,600,000. 500,000 underground. Takes up all the floors 1 and 2. Who would build a building over an underground fuel storage tank? That just strikes. In a fuel tank. An outdoor jet fuel storage reservoir used to support refueling operations. And a refueling station. Provide your fuel trucks with access to the fuel in your network storage tanks. Allows refueling services to be offered by your airport. Requires a ground floor. Really? Really? Ah, there you go. Blocked by aircraft gate. Really? Wow. Okay. So hang on a minute. So technically we could put you all the way out here. The question is, though, how does the fuel get to the fuel depot? Receives jet fuel deliveries and distributes it to pipeline-connected reservoirs. Okay, so hang on. So we get one of you. So what if I... Okay. What if I create a road blocked by nearby fence? Road. Invalid placement. Blocked by nearby fence or wall. Well, what if we do that? No, absolutely no idea. None whatsoever. Well, there you go. Well, everything might grind to an awe-inspiring halt when we do this. Yep, there you go. Requires secure area. How did I pick that? Oh, they're off. Look at that. Straight out of the airport. Holy dooly. Wow, that's special. All the aircraft gates have ground to a massive halt. There's security breaches everywhere. Nobody knows what's happening. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, I tell you. Holy look at them. Look at them. Any chance to get the brake security and they're at it. Wow, they're just special, all these little people, really, aren't they? So I think in addition to that, we're just going to go across there like that as well. Oh yeah, that was worth it. That was definitely worth it. Like, yeah, let's all walk up there and skip security and baggage and everything. Let's just jump on an aeroplane. Holy dooly. All right, there you go. One more hole fixed, and that's it. We're done. Come on, guys. You just got one little part left to do. Dearie me. Come along. Here we go. No, yes, no, yes, fix it. Yes. They're all screwed now. Yep. All right, very good. All right, now. Yeah, the aircraft gates will be back in operation in a minute. Now, I want to try and put a road like that. And like that. Maybe. And then, no, and then we're going to put a fuel depot in, which I think will go there. Receives jet fuel deliveries and distributes it to pipeline connected reservoirs. So we can put in the underground fuel tank, which holds exactly the same as that fuel tank, and costs 3 times or 2.5 times as much. Well, you might be surprised to learn too close to nearby object taxiway. Oh, wow, okay. Blocked by nearby fence or wall. That's interesting. How far up here can we go? Okay, let's put it there. What I'm going to do is run the fence like this. Now, not connected to underground fuel pipeline network. You are correct. But we're going to be doing that as soon as this is built. %2 built. Okay. Now, apparently, we then need this dude, which is a refueling station. And the refueling station could possibly, it looks like, go right there. Like, well, you know what? How about like that? So what about we get slot 4 is a fuel truck, and slot 5 is a fuel truck. What about that? Then we could go over here and run a fuel pipe. Which floor you are building on, and the highest floor you can see right now. What? Connect fuel systems together using underground fuel pipes. Yeah, got that. Is that it there? Fuel pipe, right. So that looks like the fuel pipe. This is -1, that's 1, but it has to be underground, right? Yes. So I need to wait for this to finish. Oh, that's not going to work very well, is it? Oh, okay. That is not going to work at all, it turns out. Well, it might. Maybe you can run it above ground. Can you run it above ground? Connect fuel system underground. I suspect we are going to have what might loosely be described as a problem. Let's assume that the problem is going to be quite a serious one, and let's put the fuel tank down here, out of what might be loosely regarded as harm's way. No, I don't think this is going to connect at all. Ooh, the adventure of it all. No, I certainly do not think we will be running a fuel tank through the middle of our conveyor belt system for... Now, isn't that interesting? Our conveyor belt system for our baggage handling. I do not think that at all. I can't even see where that might go. Where is it over there? Yeah, there it is, -1. Which floor you are building on? Can I build not connected to underground fuel tank pipeline? Right, let's try anyway. Well, you know what? If you don't try fuel pipe, the answer is no. That is the answer because I suspect it happens to be smack bang in the middle of somewhere. So how does it get out? novel, but not particularly good. So what we need to do is dismantle you. So we're going to have a spare fuel tank. Yeah, well, that's fine. We can have a spare fuel tank. Now, did they actually build this dude up here? Not connected to underground fuel pipeline network. Well, I think if you were going to connect it, you would go from the storage facility, and you can't go through there. So you would do this, maybe? Okay. We might have actually just... Oh, look, it built a pipe. That's a lovely green colour. Doesn't look like it's overly connected, does it? But anyway, let's see what happens. This looks pretty promising, actually. I think we should put the speed up. Well, we're down to 1,100,000, so we spent a bit of money on that. Are we still making a profit? Yeah, 170. That's pretty good. So we're building that. We've got that in ready. We've got 2 fuel trucks. I suspect that's not enough, but we've got 2. This is quite exciting, actually. Seems to have slowed down a little bit on the old production and construction. Actually, while we're waiting, how's the flight scheduling going in here? Any more? No, no more. 76 and 54. We are up slightly from 72 and 52. But I do think we need to be attracting more airline happiness at the minute. Let's have a look at passengers and see what they're up to. Wow, environment is still bad, and thirst is bad too. That is not a good look. Boredom, wow, okay, all right, well, let's get this going. Well, we've got that in. And assuming that you only need 1 set of pipes and it figures it out. Okay. Go to ground level for a second. Must be adjacent to a road that can reach spawn and despawn points. Must be adjacent to a road. It is adjacent to a road, isn't it? Where's the front? Oh, okay. Receives jet fuel deliveries. Okay. You can only have 1. Limit of 1. Right. Well, reports, overlays. Must be adjacent to a road. I think I got this wrong. You know the easiest way to test that is to move the road around the side like that. I'm pretty sure we can do that. We have the technology. There you go. Let's see if that class is being adjacent. Network fuel, zero capacity, zero capacity. And the answer to the question is, will that road connect? I don't know the answer to that question. I think it will. Must be adjacent to a road that can reach spawn and despawn points. Well, can't you? Alright, well, we're going to dismantle you because you obviously can't reach spawn and despawn points. Right, let's just drop down to 1 again and see if we can't figure this out a bit more carefully. Utilities and fuel depot. Blocked by a road. Okay. Where is your front? How about blocked by nearby fence? How about that? Does that work? You can't tell if it's got a front. You really can't. But now, where's the... That's the connector. How about that? Does that work for everybody? You know what? It just might. Let's go up. Fuel depot. Under construction. Not connected to underground fuel pipeline network. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Here we go. Underground fuel pipeline. Connect to fuel pipeline, but not... Oh, there you go. Right. So, which... So, this road doesn't accept no, because I tried both sides, so we had a road on either side and it couldn't connect to the spawn point. So I don't know the answer to the question. Tricky. Now the question is, can we get some fuel in there? Dismantle reports. No, fuel depot. Alright, hold that thought for just 1 minute. Research. Maintenance options, one-way paths, one-way taxiways, one-way intersections. Operations, light rail, multiple lane operations, AV ops, departures and or arrivals, buses, yeah. Fuel ports, bag hub boosters, well, there you go. Fuel ports. Let's have that as well. I think that could be very important. Alright, so we'll carry on with you, but operations. Now, commercial pricing, transport and deliveries. Buses every 30 minutes. Retail, daily, light rail. Fuel services. Right. Delivery time, $2,300 capacity. Storage fees, set recurring order. One-time buy and sell. 14220. Set recurring order. Refill daily at market price. Sure. Buy. Let's buy net fuel, net money. Let's spend $300,000 on fuel. Yep, or yep. Immediate delivery. Yes, buy fuel. Okay. So we're supposed to be getting fuel as in now. Now. Is that a fuel truck? Oh, look at you. Okay, so we did get it round the right way. So it's delivering a lot of fuel, and it's network fuel level, right? And these fuel trucks are up here getting run over by the jets. Well, that's excellent. And then I think what we need to do is, now, can we, well, I think we have to sell fuel to everybody. Fuel services, pricing model, track market. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Price. Fuel will be sold to airlines at a rate proportional to the fluctuating market price. Demand for refilling services will remain relatively stable, but profit margin will fluctuate. Okay. But have we turned it on? Resale status is active. Right. Okay. So he's filling up. Refilling self. He carries a lot of litres. 44,000 litres. I want to see where this guy goes. He goes back to the... Why is he going there? He's idle. Why is he idle? Have I not turned it on? Master flight schedule, car park. Oh, I got a few there. 56. Airline interest is based on blah blah. Maybe refueling chance. Oh, okay, we do have refueling. Okay. But not seeing any people getting refueled at the minute. That is, of course, we're going to have the problem over here as well. It's going to be a sizable problem. All right, we're up 76.56. So the fuel, I think the fueling has made a difference. So what spaces do we have? We have spaces for large, actually. So let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got one large in the AM from Starflight. Yes. And we've got, now the AN, we may not have much space in the AN. We've got space in the PM, that's for sure. 707, yeah, I think we could take that. Now the AN, we have one space, so we could go with Sparkjet or Rexicana. I think we'll go with Rexicana on this one. So the Rexicana can go in here. The Starflight can go there, and the Atlantic can go there. Okay, we got 3 more aircraft coming in. We've got another AN. And E4 is operational, I think. Is E4 operational? Let's just double check. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. We won't pick up that extra one at the minute. What I want to see is some refueling happening. That's what I'm keen to see. Well, the fuel trucks are parked and idle. Got 123,000 litres. So we've got enough to do some refueling, but no aircraft have asked for refueling yet. 60, 16, 20, and 66. Well, we'll just keep an eye on that. Now, in addition to the wonder of where we are at the minute, we were also doing some things over here with food and such like. Revenue today, $30. Revenue in current hour, 0. Really? The snack kiosk has done better than you. 70 out of 100 coffee, 77 out of a... so we've sold a bit. And the cafe is not doing real crash hot in terms of revenue. What time is it? 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that should be all right. We've got a bit of time there. Now, what about our R&D? Fuel ports are complete. Right, so what we want to do is upgrade to a fuel port. Where do you put a fuel port? Requires ground floor, blocked by aircraft gate. Really? Must be placed on gate N1. Requires oh, of course it does. My bad. Oh, I can put it anywhere. Is there a particular place it's supposed to go? On. Must be placed on gate N1. Well, I can put it there. Where would you put it? Where should you put it? Well, where does it go? Goes in the wings, doesn't it? Okay, so I think that we probably have to put a pipeline into that, don't we? Yes. The answer is we have to put a pipeline into that. And interestingly enough, we just locked ourselves out of this area here by putting the baggage in the underground position. All right, let's see what happens when we get this installed. We may have just got our first fuel service in and operational. If we can get the pipeline in and hooked up. Well, it's got a problem. Assigned to baggage depot 2 candidates. Maintenance condition, 2 objects, press tab to cycle. Fuel port. Is it filling up with fuel? I can't tell. How do you tell? Refuel chance is changing. What does that mean? I don't know what happened. Two objects. All right, hold on. Flight status. Passengers numbers. Status, but it doesn't say whether it refueled or not. Okay. Okay. The only way you'll be able to tell, I think, is when we get another flight in and we see if it... Oh, fuel. Fuel truck is coming, even though we have a fuel port there. It's at 100%. Fuel chance is 34. Fuel level. So it's fueling it. It's fueling us off the truck. And the baggage is going there, but the port didn't seem to work. It is a mystery, and a mystery that I do not know the answer to. However, airline interest is up and passenger interest is up, and we have several more aircraft being offered to us. In fact, 2, and they are both large. Okay, but AM, well, we can do an AM. We cannot do any more AN though. So what have we got? A B767. Ooh, sure. Bump. Nice. Okay. One or more accepted flight not scheduled yet. One or more accepted flights not scheduled yet. Well, that's just a blatant lie. A blatant lie. I don't understand how the fuel port works. How do you check to see if the aircraft was actually refueled? Creditworthiness is very good. Profit and loss. Airline fees. Fuel. Ah, there you go. Fuel. Income, $94,000. Nice. Expense, $300,000. So we lost $200,000 on the fuel, but I mean, that's kind of to be expected in the early days when you buy it and you haven't sold it yet. But I'm a little concerned that even though I had the fuel port in there, the fuel truck came out and serviced this aircraft, or serviced the previous aircraft. We're going to have to look into that, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to have to look into that later on. because we are at the end of episode number 28 with, I'm pleased to report, fuel services in. Passenger satisfaction is up 4% over our previous 72, and airline satisfaction is up 4% over the previous 52. And we got additional aircraft wanting to come to use our airport. And at the end of this episode, yes, we did spend a lot of money, but our revenue per day is $170,000. So I'm pretty comfortable in terms of running a business that we've done okay, even though we had to pull down our fuel tank. Wow, it's only got 2.8% of its capacity. What? Hang on. Isn't it supposed to automatically renew? Yeah. Fuel price on HUD. No, I don't really care. I've just got to buy it. The price is 15%. Tell you what, why don't we make it, what? If the price stays the same, about 18 of 47 flights will request fuel. Oh, I see. So the higher the fuel price, the less you get. So if we were 15%, none. Okay, track market. What about we dropped maybe 5%? What's that? 6, 24. So it was 15. So if we go down to 10, we'll get 25 out of 47 flights will request fuel. This will equate to between 416,000 and 661,000. That's a lot of fuel. You know what? Why don't we just buy let's just leave it. Okay, we're down 10%, and we're kind of hoping that will work. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for episode 28. I will look forward to seeing you at the GIMP channel in another video when you are ready for a bit more airporting, a bit more logistics, a bit more stuff. Until you come back, stay well, and I'll see you all later. Bye.